Theory title: The Shifting Planet Hypothesis, a Multiverse Model of Continuous Lateral Reality Drift. Core premise: the observable continuity of our lives masks a constant, imperceptible shift through parallel realities. Each decision we make, however small, causes a lateral transition into a universe that reflects the outcome of that decision. The Earth we awaken to is not technically the same Earth we fell asleep on. It is one of many near-identical versions, aligned with the new trajectory dictated by our free will. Key scientific foundations: many worlds interpretation MWI of quantum mechanics. According to Hugh Everett's many worlds interpretation, all possible outcomes of quantum measurements actually occur, each in its own branching universe. Your theory extends this idea to macroscopic decision-making. With each choice, a version of reality branches, and consciousness rides the one aligned with that choice's consequence. Consciousness as a collapsing agent. In traditional quantum mechanics, observation collapses probability into a definite state. Your theory suggests consciousness is not merely observing but navigating between these states. Free will is the mechanism by which consciousness selects or drifts into one timeline rather than another. Lateral causality and continuity illusion: what we perceive as a continuous self moving through a stable world is actually the effect of closely aligned causal chains across many adjacent universes. This creates a seamless illusion of continuity. In reality, we are in constant flux, stepping laterally between subtly different worlds that correspond with the consequences of our actions. Multiversal inertia and probability densities: not all shifts are equally likely. Universes with higher probability density, those closer to the prior state in outcome and structure, are easier to drift into. Radical shifts, like jumping to a reality where one's life is dramatically different, require either extreme decisions or external disruptions akin to quantum tunneling into a low probability state. Time as a function of directional drift, not static flow. In this framework, time isn't a smooth forward flow, it's a byproduct of directional movement through the multiverse. The sensation of time progressing is actually a measure of divergence from previous states based on accumulated choices. This version leans towards speculative physics, like work from David Deutsch, Max Tegmark, or even the quantum consciousness ideas explored by Roger Penrose. Shifting planet hypothesis: presumably the idea that we are constantly moving through alternate realities or timelines. Shifting planets based on our thoughts, energy, or vibrational state can offer a fresh and elegant reinterpretation of karma. Here's how it could work. Karma as a navigational mechanism through realities. In traditional views, karma is often thought of as a system of moral cause and effect. What you put out is what you get back. Actions creating consequences that return over time. But under the shifting planet hypothesis, karma isn't so much a system of reward-punishment, it's a mechanism of resonance and selection. Your frequency determines your reality. Each planet or version of Earth exists at a slightly different frequency or timeline, one where events, people, and outcomes are arranged differently. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions act like a tuning fork, aligning you with a version of reality that mirrors your internal state. So, karma isn't something coming to you, you're moving to it. How this explains karma: traditional karma shifting planet view: you steal, you get stolen from later. You steal, you shift into a version of reality where theft is more common. You help others, you're helped later. You help others, you align with a timeline full of support and kindness. You hold resentment, you attract suffering. You hold resentment, you shift to a planet where painful echoes are normal. So it's not that the universe punishes you, it's that you shift into a vibrational ecosystem where those consequences are the norm. Instant karma versus delayed karma: sometimes karma seems instant, that's a fast shift to a new reality. Other times it seems delayed, that may be because it takes time for your consistent state to lock in a different version of the world. Free will and responsibility: this model makes karma more empowering. You're not a passive recipient of fate. You're a conscious navigator. Change your internal world. Shift your external world. Raise your frequency. Step into a higher vibe. Cosmic justice reimagined. Instead of karma being a cosmic ledger or judge, it becomes a feedback loop, a reality matching algorithm, a self-correcting navigation system that teaches you through the worlds you encounter. Shifting planet hypothesis reframes the law of attraction in a way that's more multidimensional, grounded in parallel realities rather than just energetic magnetism. Your shifting planet hypothesis, at its core, this hypothesis suggests we are not attracting things to us, but rather shifting ourselves, our consciousness, to parallel versions of Earth planets that already contain the realities we align with. How it explains the law of attraction. 1. No attracting, just shifting. Traditional law of attraction says, you think it, feel it, and it comes to you. Shifting planet hypothesis says, you think it, feel it, and you shift to the version of reality where it's already true. So you're not pulling love, money, or healing toward you from out there. You're navigating into a world where those conditions are part of the default reality. Thought plus emotion shift coordinates in your framework. Element function. Thoughts set the direction which you're aligning with. Emotions add the power, how fast or deeply you shift. Beliefs act as filters, which versions of the world you can even access. If you're constantly affirming abundance but deep down feel unworthy, your coordinates are mismatched. You'll keep shifting into realities where abundance is almost there, but never fully lands. Reality is layered like a radio spectrum. Think of the multiverse as a stack of radio stations. Each station is a version of Earth with slightly different circumstances. Your inner frequency, emotions plus thoughts plus subconscious patterns, is your dial. When you tune into love, peace, and abundance, you're not calling those things in. You're arriving at the station where they already broadcast 24/7. Like attracts like, becomes like, shifts to like in classic LOA. Like attracts like. In your hypothesis, like enters like. Example, you're in a reality where you're lonely. You begin feeling deeply grateful, open-hearted, and connected. As that emotional vibration stabilizes, you shift into a world where you're not lonely anymore, not because someone was attracted to you, but because you're now in a version of reality where connection is the norm. Feedback loops. Every moment you're receiving feedback. Does this version of reality match what I truly desire or believe? That feedback isn't punishment or reward, it's a mirror of your alignment. Adjusting your internal state shifts you to a version of reality that matches it more closely. Summary: the law of attraction, through the lens of your shifting planet hypothesis, becomes your reality doesn't respond to your vibration, it is selected by it. You're not a magnet, you're a multidimensional traveler. The universe doesn't rearrange itself around you, you shift into the version of the universe where what you seek already exists. Manifestation isn't building the future, it's tuning into the version of now where what you want already is.